Hola, welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Today we're going to talk about Real Madrid, and I'm onto them. I'm onto them fast. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., I told you guys it's not going to work. I told you last week it's not going to work. One has to go, one has to be benched. I'm not going to allow my weekends to watch what I just saw today from Real Madrid. Now, I get it. The low blocks have been a problem, especially at the Santiago Bernabeu. But Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., then you've got Rodrigo. Any manager in the world would dream of that front line. Even when it comes to breaking down the opposition and low blocks, you've got to find a way. You have to find a way. You, as the manager, Xabi Alonso, you have to find a way. But those two in the team, it's not going to work. It's not giving me that feeling that I had with Mbappe, and you've got, Rodrigo, you've got Vinicius. That feeling is not there anymore. And teams are just coming, camping, and then they're waiting for an opportunity. And Celta Vigo took the opportunity today. 2-0 against Real Madrid. It's not going to work. Like, I'm not Xabi Alonso out. I've told you guys this before. But we're going to get there pretty quick, because if I'm going to see performances like that, Celta Vigo have not won at the Santiago Bernabeu since 2006. Just to let you know, they won 2-0 today. Real Madrid, yes, they had men sent off. I'll talk about the referee later on. Don't worry about that. We will get onto the referee. You make no mistake about that. But I have to address the performance. I have to address what I saw in that first half. I was like, yeah, what is this? I sat there, reclined in my chair, retired at the fact that I don't think Real Madrid are going to actually score. I didn't feel for 1 second they're going to score. Now, granted, they had a chance from a corner. Arde Güler just missed. Vinicius Jr. at the end of the half. That's clutching at straws. Kylian Mbappe second half. Long ball over the top. Tried to loop over the goalkeeper. Guess what happened? It went over the bar. Now, even that in itself was, for me, like, okay, cool. Kylian Mbappe wasn't really getting chances in this game. Now, that's concerning for the top scorer in La Liga, because you don't often see that happen, especially at home. Concerning. Very, very concerning. Now, Vinicius Jr., yes, we get it. People play 2 against 1, 1v1s against him. Normally, the outcome is better than it was today. Today, it wasn't better. The end product wasn't good. Do you understand? And that's the thing. When you're playing with someone like Vinicius Jr., you want the end product to be better, because when it's not, everything else looks like a farce. Everything else doesn't even look serious, because sometimes he doesn't go past his man. Sometimes it's falling. Sometimes complaining. Kylian Mbappe wasn't as involved, but didn't get the ball as much as he needed to, especially in the areas we would like him to get the ball. Obviously, started with Valverde, predominantly playing from that right-hand side. It looks imbalanced every game. It looks chopping and changing. 1 week, you're playing Camavinga. The next week, you're not having him there. Then you're having Arde Güler. He's dropped. And then Bellingham is there. And, Tchouaméni, he's a common denominator. But then again, the back line was changed, because Rudiger didn't start. Managing Rudiger, I understand. But now Militao is injured. Carvajal is injured. Alvaro Carreras just got sent off. Trent is injured. Real Madrid never get a chance to have a back line that is steady and fit for a consistent amount of time. And you can see it. You can see it. But what I'm seeing in the first half, Xabi Alonso, you have to find a solution when you're playing against a low block. There has to be. That's your job as a manager. Find that solution. Because right now, I get it. We're looking for that Toni Kroos, steady composer. In your system, it matters. I saw that with Xhaka at Bayer Leverkusen. It matters. You try to make Arda Güler that guy, but it's not working in the system. It's not. And the reality is he's changing Arda Güler's role, but Arda Güler is not that. You're trying to profile him as that or add that to his capabilities because of his football IQ. I've seen it work sometimes, but not all the time. He's still a young player. Let's not forget that role is not normally given or assigned to a young player like Arda Güler. So that's one. So Real Madrid either have to go and find that kind of player or they have to make that player. Now, he's tried to make that player with Arda Güler and it hasn't worked. You've got Ceballos, who is very good, but again, you don't play him enough for him to get that rhythm in his game. He doesn't play every game, and he's not going to when you're looking at Valverde midfield, Bellingham, Camavinga, Arda Güler, and Aurelien Tchouaméni. So now we're going to talk about Xabi Alonso's incapabilities tactically to break down his low blocks, but on top of that, we have to also speak about the referee, man. You are one of the worst refs I've seen in La Liga. And I always talk about refs against Real Madrid. We saw the catastrophe of Barcelona getting that penalty yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. Today, what do you think you're doing, Mr. Referee? The sending off for Alvaro Carreras, what was it? Just because he had moved the ball, taking it from another position? Referee, are you having a lot? And then on top of that, this referee has the audacity to go around to every other Real Madrid player who came to complain to him, Vinicius Jr., any other player that's coming, yellow card, yellow card. Even Kylian Mbappe came, the referee's threatening, and then he went to the touchline. I think he sent off Xabi Alonso. I don't even know who it was at the end. And then he had to basically run into his dressing room at the end because I'm telling you, Real Madrid players were coming after him. Like, what are you doing? Madrid down to 9 men because of this referee. It's incredible. Now Alvaro Carreras is now out again. When will La Liga learn? When will they be able to employ referees that just know how to do their job? This is why people say Barca employ these refs. There has to be something like that. I'm not even blaming the result on the ref. I'm saying the ref was a catastrophic referee. And that kind of stuff has to be reviewed. He has to be suspended. Floro Perez is going to be after him very, very soon. That's the truth. Honestly, some of the refereeing I've seen in La Liga, I'm bewildered. I'm absolutely bewildered. What gets me, though, in reality, is the fact that I'm seeing patterns. Elche, Vallecano, Celta Vigo. My thing is Madrid didn't score today. And there's no way you're playing Celta Vigo at the Bernabeu and you're not scoring. That's unacceptable. The heat is coming, Xabi Alonso. If you weren't ready for it before, you better be ready for it right now. Because being the manager of Real Madrid, it requires a lot of responsibility. And at this moment in time, have you actually taken that responsibility yet? I can't believe it. Barcelona are 4 points clear of Real Madrid right now. That Barcelona that can't defend, that Barcelona with the high line are 4 points clear. No matter what you say about Barcelona, they score goals. So you can guarantee that the team that stops them winning is going to have to stop them from scoring. And that's not easy. You're definitely going to score, but they will definitely score against you. Now, where does that leave Real Madrid? Under a huge amount of pressure. If you lost, you're losing points to Celta Vigo 2-0 in a title race. We're almost in December. Xabi Alonso still hasn't figured out how to play against a low block. Who's going to solve that issue? Who's going to solve that problem? Mbappe, not the best of performances. Bellingham, here and there. Man. That right side of Real Madrid as well has been dead. Rodrigo, 32 games without a goal. Can't you do something in this game? Honestly, everyone's going to keep turning to Kylian Mbappe game after game. Vinicius Jr., you don't want to step up today? Oh, my goodness me. I'm like, I look at that right side and I think, why? It started the season so well with Mastantuano, and now I'm looking at it, I'm like, not going to get any goals from there. If Trent is not on, nothing's happening from that side. There's nothing happening. That side is dormant. Dead. Rodrigo came on, second half, nothing. Something has to give for Real Madrid. There has to be a solution somewhere. Right now, they've not been able to find it. And for me, that's a concern. Anyways, probably look back into this one a bit more analytically tomorrow. So stay tuned for that video. And make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, and turn on the notifications. Cubola. I'll see you soon. Yo.